Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Sig Sports Bets here, and in today's video, I got 4 player props for the college football playoff semifinals. Cannot wait to get through these picks here. We got 2 games, one on Thursday and one on Friday. The Thursday game is Notre Dame versus Penn State. Now, both of these teams have star-studded NFL talent on both sides of the ball, actually. If you look at Penn State, they got Singleton, who's likely to, I don't know if he's entering the draft or he's staying another year, but he's absolutely dominant. Double two-headed monster with Katron Allen, both very dominant. You got Drew Aller, who is a late round, first round pick. Um, he's absolutely solid for Penn State. And then you got Tyler Warren. Obviously, he's going to be the next Brock Bowers. Super strong and definitely very athletic, just like Brock Bowers is. I mean, that guy just lit it up this year. So very exciting to see that. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Abdul Carter. Hopefully, he's playing this game. He's likely to play from the reports I'm seeing. That would be a huge boost for Penn State. And then on Notre Dame's side, you got Riley Leonard. I don't know if he's going to the NFL, but he has very, very insane talent with his running game. So if you want to bet on Riley Leonard, bet on his rush yards. And then you got Jeremiah Love. He's absolutely dominant, but he kind of got hurt a little bit last game. He should be good to go, though. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you got Cross. He's absolutely dominant defensive tackle and other very dominant secondary players as well on the Notre Dame defense. So it's just very balanced and very evenly matched on both teams. Um, I don't know. If you lean on like coaching experience, Penn State obviously has played a lot tougher teams because they're in the Big Ten. But that coach literally has such a bad tracking record. I don't know. Like I keep waffling with both sides because Notre Dame hasn't had this experience this far, but they also just have such a dominant defense. You can't go wrong with that. And like Riley Leonard only passed for 90 yards and they still beat Georgia by like 13. But you also got to consider Notre Dame played a backup quarterback, and that just changes the whole dynamic of the game. So I really don't know what to do here. I first wanted to do Penn State, but then I started researching why Notre Dame is starting to be favored more. Like they were -2, now they're -2.5. So I don't know. I'm waffling a little bit too much there, but you guys will see my final decision on a bet in just a couple of days on the Discord, so make sure to join that. But anyways, let's go to the next game, Ohio State versus Texas. I feel like Ohio State's clear favorites to win it all now after destroying Oregon. That was absolutely embarrassing. And yeah, I mean, they got Jeremiah Smith. They got also a two-headed monster in the backfield, Henderson and Judkins. And then they just got a solid defense that can hold quarterbacks down to a certain amount of yards. And so, I don't know. I mean, Dylan Gabriel could do absolutely nothing. He kept getting sacked the entire game. And Will Howard just lit it up with like 3 touchdown passes. So, I don't know. Don't see Quinn Ewers winning this. I think Arch Manning is way better, but obviously he's, redshirted. So, we'll see. But I have very confident picks. We got 3 goblins actually, and then 1 regular line. So we want to be safer. We want to hit 100% hit rates on a slip. I want to win you guys some money here. If you put down $100 on the slip, you can win $400. So it's a little bit of pocket change there if you guys are big betters. But let's get straight into it. Our first pick of the day is actually right here on the board. Will Howard, 1.5 pass touchdowns. Now, if you guys go on Fliff on the app, it's actually -155. So you probably are getting better value than you are on Prizepicks. Um, and I actually took it on the Discord. Let's show it right here. I put $100 on the Discord for Will Howard over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I took the Ohio State money line, and then I took TreyVeyon Henderson over 45.5 rushing yards. That's also a video pick. And I put down 100 to win $305. So that was a 2-leg with the money line, so 3-leg. Very confident in that. That's huge. And then this is a playoff little bet. If you guys want to tail that, you're welcome to. I put under on fumbles. They're finally putting fumbles out, which is crazy because Quarterbacks, unless they're like a rookie, if they're, not very careful with the ball, um, there are a lot of quarterbacks that are very, very protective of the ball. And Justin Herbert is one of those guys. He's only fumbled like once or twice this year, and that was way earlier in the season. So I'm very confident in that pick. And the Chargers money line paired together, $50 to win $110. Absolutely solid slip. You guys are more than welcome to tail that one. But yeah, make sure to join the Discord. I have plenty. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's get this off the screen. But plenty of admins who post slips. And then we got all the different types of sports. And then you got the Flip Bet chat. If you guys want to chat on there, you guys are more than welcome to. But anyways, Will Howard, over 1.5 touchdowns, Goblin. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, Will Howard has hit over this line 12 of 14 games. That's an 86% hit rate. And in these 2 games he didn't hit, he had at least 1 touchdown. I mean, we're always going to be in it. Hopefully he can throw 2 touchdowns. Texas is ranked number 2 in passing touchdowns against. But I looked at the past few games. I mean, Sam Levitt didn't throw a touchdown, but Cam Scatterbo did. I kind of expected Levitt to not throw a touchdown, but he did throw over his passing line, so that helps. And then you got to consider, I looked at Cade Klubnik. He hit over passing touchdowns. And something I really like about this is head-to-head. This was last season, so I don't know how much of a difference with the defensive players leaving or coming in with the transfer portal. But Will Howard threw for 4 touchdowns last season, so that was absolutely huge. I know it's a totally different team and whatnot, but that's a good stat to kind of go off of as well. If you guys aren't as confident with the pass touchdowns, you guys can go to the passing yards. Go to the Goblin at 199. Let's change that here. He's also hit the exact same hit rate, so he's hit under in 2 games this season. So give and take, whatever you guys want to do, it should be a good hit nonetheless. And then our second pick of the day, like I already showed you guys, TreyVeyon Henderson has such a high hit rate, and he has been bumped up a yard so far. This guy's been clearing his line. I mean, he had 94 yards versus Oregon last week, 80 yards versus Tennessee, and 68 yards versus the number 1 rush defense in the whole nation in Indiana. So that was huge. I think he can easily clear this versus Texas as well after seeing Cam Scatterbo run all over their defense. So let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, so in 2024, TreyVeyon Henderson has hit over this line 12 of 14 games as an 86% hit rate. Texas is ranked 15 on rushing yards allowed at 111.9. Then if you go here, he's also exceeded in 17 of last 19 games, so that's dating back to last season as well. That's a solid hit rate. If you go down here to, let's see if we can even do that. I don't know if we can. Usually it will let me do that. But I do know the past few times where I show the stats of TreyVeyon Henderson in the carries, it's usually about split. I mean, a little bit less than Judkins, but for some reason, most of the games he's out rushing Judkins, even with less carries. So this guy's an absolute beast. Love this pick here. And let's go to the third pick of the day. We're going to go with Singleton. I'm going to go with this Goblin here just to be safe. I mean, you guys can definitely take his regular line. I think that could hit as well. But we want to be safe because Notre Dame absolutely shut out Trevor Etienne last week. So we don't want that to happen with Singleton. We want to be safe and clear our money with no stress whatsoever. 40 yards is super easy for Nicholas Singleton. So as he splits carries pretty evenly as well with Katron Allen. Let's go to Outlier to see his stats. Okay, on Outlier, Nicholas Singleton has hit over this line 12 of 14 games. That's an 86% hit rate. He only hit under in 2 games, one versus Ohio State and then one versus USC. So, I mean, Ohio State is ranked number 5. That is pretty rough to run on. But nonetheless, rushing yards allowed 34 is the rank for Notre Dame. I mean, he ran all over Boise. I mean, Boise's not too scary, but SMU, that's a pretty solid ranked 7. You got ranked 12 in Minnesota. And then, yeah, he hit 105 versus Oregon. That's insane. So This guy knows what exactly he's doing, and he's very dominant with the ball. So let's take that pick there. And the last pick of the day for the semifinals, I really like Riley Leonard. Now, this guy's quarterback, obviously, for Notre Dame, as you know, and he's known for his running game. So he's had a very high percent hit rate on his rush yards. Goblin, look at the last 5 games. I know it's very close on 3 of those games, but he needs at least 30 yards. He had 80 yards versus Georgia's dominant defense. And the only thing that's a little bit risky is that any sacks will put Riley Leonard's rush yards in the negative. So we need that to not happen. But he's pretty smart about throwing the ball away, and he's such a dominant line where he won't get sacked all day long. So yeah, he's very quick, very athletic. If you guys saw the highlights last week, he literally had like huge runs all game long, and they were able to escape Georgia without any stress, honestly. So really like these 4 picks here. I just want to let you guys know that I will be out of town the rest of this week, be on vacation. So I won't be able to post for the NFL playoffs. If you guys want to be able to check out some slips I got for the playoffs, make sure to join my Discord, check in my admin tab, and I'll be posting slips for almost every game I can. And yeah, look forward to that. So anyways, guys, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on those notifications when I post. I will be posting for the next round of the playoffs, which will be the championship for college football, and then the first round. Well, I guess basically, what do you call that? The divisional round for NFL. So that wild card weekend will be over this week. But yeah, $100 to win $400 if you guys choose to tail the slip. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.